Dave Grohl just announced on Instagram that he's fathered a baby daughter outside of his marriage. We got to discuss. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I'm here with Louis Lecca, and it's Kim. The full panel's here. We've been live, hanging out. Always make sure to catch our lives Tuesdays and Thursdays. And look, it's been a slow news week. I'm going to be honest. Typically, I don't like to get into stories about love child. It's not really my business, to be perfectly honest. But this story came out, and I actually had some interesting thoughts and things I wanted to talk with you guys. One, we're like, is this our business? Is this a good way to go about revealing such a thing? Did he have to reveal such a thing? Or is this really up to his family? Et cetera, et cetera. I think there's a lot of interesting questions to talk about. Could this actually be an impressive move for Dave Grohl that he and his family are trying to work through this? I don't think we have to join into the salacious negativity, but it's definitely a topic a lot of people online are suddenly reacting to. Let's go straight to the source, and I want to get to the panel and share our thoughts. So here it is, the official statement from Dave Grohl. I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration toward all the children involved as we move forward together. That last part's weird. We're grateful for your consideration. So as in, like, be nice. I would have added privacy. I would be great. We would be grateful for your privacy towards all the, as for our children and family. But anyway, I digress. He revealed, not only do I have a new baby, but it wasn't my wife's, and my family and I are all still working on trying to regain their trust. Now, that's where this should be, between the family, right? It's really up to the wife and the family and Dave on whether she forgives, and if she does, great on them that they're able to work through that. Sometimes that makes couples stronger, guys. So not here to judge on that. And again, I'm impressed that this came out nicely and like kind of in a statement, and we didn't see like the baby mama out there trying to exploit him. Maybe she did behind the scenes. Maybe there was something out there like, you better do this or else. I don't get that. I haven't seen that from any of the reports yet. Maybe we'll find that later. But good on the baby mama for not trying to make this pregnancy about some salacious, crazy, pay me or do this, because that's not in the best interest of the kid. And so I got to say, in hearing this, a little shocking, sure. Not really my business, sure. But I'm going to go first and say I'm kind of impressed with him just owning it, putting it out there, putting the elephant in the room and saying it is what it is. We're working. Give us consideration towards our kids as we figure out what's going on and moving forward. I'm curious what this panel and this chat thinks. There's not much else to report, guys, because this is literally breaking and no one's really giving us more information. But I want to go to you first, Kim. What is your reaction to this statement? Are you surprised? And do you think it's a good way to sort of just get it out of the way?
I think it is a good way to handle it, in all honesty. It's better for the person themselves to be able to make a statement as opposed to a statement being made for them. I do question whether or not we are going to see more come out very shortly. Now, this is just my speculation. This is my opinion, and I don't know what is happening behind the scenes. But I feel like as it is a family matter, as it is in some ways a very private matter, the decision to come forward and make this statement on Instagram from Dave, is this to get ahead of something else? Would be my biggest question. And I do hope that the kids are okay. That's always, whenever I look at these situations, I'm always team kids. And I really do hope they're all right. He's got does he have 3 other children at
I
this
believe
point,
so, yeah.
Andy? Yes. Like, this is going to be very difficult for them. And I hope that people aren't garbage people to the kids, because they don't deserve that. They should not be, judged for essentially the sins of their father. And I do hope that this is something they're able to sort out.
Here there are 3 daughters and his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I see a lot of people in the chat like, yeah, but he cheated. Cheaters are bad. I'm an admitted cheater in my life. I'm not proud of it at all, but I think everybody deserves a chance to redeem themselves. And especially if there's kids involved, you got to be an adult about it. And that's what I'm crediting him for, and this family for good on them. because sometimes you can work through it. Some people can't. Some people can. Again, it's not really our business. You're allowed to judge them all you want, but I applaud the adulting here. But you're right, Kim. There could still be more drama that comes out of this. I think that'd be pretty shameful. He's owning it. Maybe he was trying to get extorted and he got ahead of the story. There's a lot of things that this could be, to be honest, that we don't really know yet. But I say, look, you can judge him for cheating. His wife's still figuring it out. And honestly, that's whose opinion matters, none of ours. So I send her love and empathy for it. Sounds like they're working through it. Lewis, what do you think?
Doesn't matter. It's pretty personal. Unless the ban stands for not cheating, which I learned with the Linkin Park situation, which is going on. That's a different topic, where the fans are actually saying, well, the band doesn't stand for what the new singer stands for. Okay, so what does this guy stand for? Does he stand for, is he preaching all the time? Do not cheat on your wife. And then he does it? Then he should be accountable by the held accountable by the fans. As of right now, personally, I don't understand why any man with a family, with kids would betray him, especially at his level where he should be already, like, he looks like an older guy that should be already done with women or flirting or being promiscuous. It's a betrayal to the kids. It's a betrayal to the family, especially the kids. I don't understand that aspect. All right. I'm not a judge. I'm not God. So as far as people clutching their pearls and holding on to it, relax. Unless that band preaches what that guy is doing, the opposite.
Anything.
So
I don't think they preach any moral things like
all
that.
right,
They're pretty much just about the rock music.
It's up to the wife, and I feel bad for the kids. I hope they're okay with it. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to justify what he did is right. It's cheating's not good. Cheating's not good. At the same time, though, it's not our business. Honestly, it's the family's business, and it's up to the family to forgive him if they ever do. And this is definitely going to make things more complicated. And it is. It's hard to not assume that there's not more to this, because why did he even have to reveal it? There's a part of me. It's
where I am.
Well, but then it's it's interesting. I always look at it's weird. I think of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who did right. Mm-hmm. He slept with the maid. Cheated on Maria Shriver.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a horrible thing. And he talks about it in his documentary. He does address it and the shame he has in it. And but at the end of the day, as all the hurt feelings, and I'm clearly people were hurt, I've always applauded because he really makes a point to own that's my son. He's does Instagrams about this kid who grew up, because it's not the kid's fault. No. And good on Maria, good on Arnold for not taking the bait with the salacious crap in the press, because the kid's going to grow up and the kid just wants to be supported by his parents. It's not his fault. Takes two to cheat. Let's not forget that too. Not the greatest of situation, but it still created a person in this life that Arnold stepped up and supported. So I do applaud Dave for getting ahead of it and just owning it and making it clear, I'm here to support this kid. In case there was attempt to be some sort of extortion or something, he's mic drop, okay, go ahead and extort me because I just announced it. Now, maybe there was a deal. There's no announcement of who this woman is. Maybe she doesn't want to be out there. Maybe she was just a nice person. She knows it was wrong as well. We don't know all these details, but we can go salacious and assume that. I don't like to go there. I assume this is the parties involved made a negotiation. They're all being adults. And if that's the case and we don't hear any more in this story, I got no real issue. Sure, I can be disappointed. Some of you may be as well. There goes your hero. I saw it in the chat. That wasn't my joke. But gotta fit in a Foo Fighters pun. But it is what it is. It is. If there's more to this and it gets a little bit more salacious and crazy, we will then attempt to get into our pop culture justice. But I'm gonna sort of call this for what it is, which is unfortunate, but potentially a blessing, a new baby involved, hopefully from loving parents, and hopefully a mixed family that can address and make this part of the family. Good on them if they can go there, but it's probably not going to be that easy. It's probably a lot of other drama and stuff that'll happen behind the scenes, but that's for Dave to figure out along with the family, and that's something he'll have to deal with, and that's his karma, if you will. Any other thoughts on this, Kim?
I'm just still staying team kids. I think the kids are the most important thing here. And I hope that people are kind to all of his children now and moving forward.
Lewis?
Good on him, I guess, not hiding the child. I think that's until something else happens, if something salacious for the reasons for actually posting this comes out. As of right now, maybe it's, you know what, the child, my new daughter, she's not at fault of anything I did, and I'm not going to deny her either. I'm going to post it proudly on wherever he posted this, and when she looks at the history, yeah, she's not part of his current family, but he was proud of her when she was born, and he announced her just like the other kids. So that's a good thing.
Well, and he's admitting he effed up. He's clearly admitting he needs to regain the trust because, again, I see a lot of people cheating shows no respect to the family. No one's denying that. No one's denying that. It's completely a terrible thing to do. I know that from experience. At the same time, I know from experience you can move on from it. You can better yourself, and you can do what's right for the family and moving forward. And that's what I'm glad to see they're doing here. And again, like Kim said, it's all about being team kids, making sure the kids supported and healthy and strong and loved. That's all you can really do. And, good on the family for sticking together at this point, for now at least, to attempt to be a family unit, to not make this child be the end of it all, which can also be detrimental to the baby that's incoming, which again, it's not the baby's fault. But yeah, this is a doozy for him. And I have no doubt this is just the beginning and of a lot of drama, stresses, and let's not deny money, which could upset the kids if we're really getting into it all, right? Well, now this kid's got stake in all the Grohl business, which, a lot of animosity is going to come out of this. So I wish this family well. I hope they can get through it. And that's what we got regarding this story and the secret love child from Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl.